Dylan, you obviously must have enjoyed Saturday. It was quite a big win, especially for you for your first start as well.
Yeah, I think it doesn't get much better than that to start off, Super Rugby. For me at least, first start. So I'm very happy. It was a good game, tough, like it always is at this park, but very happy overall.
Were you guys surprised with how I suppose easily your pack dominated and set that platform for you guys?
Listen, I think credit to the guys, the forwards. I think did really well. I mean, that's a good Lions pack and it's a good Lions side, so they did really well. It's a tough game always, and I think it showed these mixed results in Super Rugby so far show that every team is a good side, and if you're not going to pitch up on the day, it's going to be tough for you.
You and Ron as well, but you also had quite a nice transition to 15s. Things have gone well so far. You've quite enjoying yourselves?
Yeah, very much so. I think it's great to be here. The players are great here. I'm getting along with all the players, which is very nice. The management's been really good, very welcoming, and I've learned a lot in the last 6 months that I've been here. Lucky I was to play in the Currie Cup as well, so a bit of a learning curve and sort of a warm-up, if you can say, for Super Rugby, and having that nice long pre-season really helped me to learn from a lot of the guys. They have good insights in the game. A lot of senior guys I can learn from.
Nice to have some of your former sevens mates here.
Definitely, a bit more at home, if I can say that. But I mean, yeah, like I said, the guys here are great. It's a great bunch of players that I've learned from and become good mates with. And then obviously it's just a cherry on top of the cake to have a couple of the ex-Springbok Sevens players here.
Sorry, my last one.
No worries.
With Skull Brits popping up in the centre there, aren't you worried your position maybe?
Listen, after the game we had on Saturday, you can play anywhere. No, he's a champion human and a champion player on the field. You can see the game he had on Saturday. He brings a lot to the game and he brings a lot off the field as well. Just the guy who comes here to work every day, very happy, very welcoming, and he's got a lot for me to learn from. And he's got a lot of expertise. So to have a guy like that in the squad is so valuable to us.
It seems like this generation of sevens players have kind of broken that kind of stigma that you guys can't really kind of make that step up to the 15s game. What do you think is the reason for that?
Well, I'll touch wood on that. Just hope it's hope it stays like that. Yeah, I mean the jury's still out on a couple of us. We've still got to make our strides. I think a guy like Kwagga has proven that he can do that kind of the transition of 15s. It's not easy. It's tough, and you're going to try and learn as much as you can from other players. And sometimes the luck of the draw as well. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. You maybe dip in form. Peak at the wrong time. So I think it's just learning and giving the guys time in the system. Not everyone's going to click straight away. Some guys take a bit longer. So I think it's that patience game. But I think every guy can. It just takes a bit more time.
Playing inside centre in 15s is quite a departure from sevens rugby. I
Yes.
think. I mean, generally coaches want you to tuck the ball under the arm and crash it up. How have you found that? How have you found adapting to it?
Yeah, listen, it is tough, but I have been lucky enough to be playing pre-season a lot of the time with playing 12 positions. So I've learned a lot playing 12. It's not a usual position for me. Usually I do play at 13, but to slot in the 12 also is great to have that utility back sort of thing. But luckily I was in the pre-season. I learned a lot from there. There's guys here who've played a long time at 12, so I've learned a lot from them, from the coaches. So it's that slow transition, learning more and more every game and trying to get better.
When one looks at like the traditional 12 at the Bulls, you would imagine the crash ball is kind of high priority, but have you been kind of given license to do whatever you want?
Well, I think it's what the coaches need from me. You know what I mean? So, every game is going to change, and, some games might say the same, but, whatever the coaches say needs to be done, I'll take that in my stride and see how I can get better every week.
Ian, a guy like Andre Issay's and this weekend, how do you go about preparing and facing a guy like that?
I think it's all about staying with the process. I'll just do what I need to do on the field. Obviously Andre's a great player. He's a Springbok, proven Springbok, so obviously I need to give the respect that he deserves and make sure I'm well prepared for Saturday.
I mean, him and Lukanya have both been on fire so far this season.
They're great players, so yeah, we need to respect them as players and make sure we do our homework for the weekend.
So it's the last game before the bye, and I know you guys see it good season segments, the coaches see it in segments. If you guys can get through this one and maybe get another win, that sets you up quite nicely for the next sort of segment of the competition.
Definitely, I think we try not to be results driven here right now. I think trying to be process driven, worry about the week, getting our prep in, getting the work on and off the field right, and I think the result take care of itself on Saturday.